Watcha folks, welcome to Oak Swamp and the first of my swamping around videos. So as the leaf project's coming towards the end, I'm going to start working on some other bits and pieces ready for the new projects, and this week is engines. You might remember my pal Warren giving me a Crosley 720cc engine.
Dun, 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 dun. Look how clean it is. Brand new pistons in there. Everything's new, isn't it? I think we need to start. I think I need to make a little rig up for it.
I also have a go at unseizing a very seized Austin Big 7 engine. And finally we end this week with my mate's metal band recording a music video down in the swamp. And it was hilarious, so make sure you stop around for that. Anyway, we better get on with it, haven't we? Horrible out here today. It's been raining all morning. And though the leaf was covered up, he's soaking wet. And the rat got wet, but he's dry again now. I think you're better off leaving the covers off. So what I've been doing this morning and a bit of yesterday, I've been starting getting this ready. The horrible little trolley that I was forced to buy at Bewley, I've made it into an engine stand. I've just bolted 2 bits of box to it, and look, she's on there, beautiful, and I can move it around. Now, I've just tried the starter motor, and the starter motor is definitely going to be 6 volt, I'd say, because it does this. I'd say that's 6 volt, wouldn't you? So I'm going to use that as very minimum as possible. So the way I test these points, I put my multimeter in, which isn't working very well because it got wet, to live, and the block is earthed. So if you look, if I touch the bottom plate on there, we're getting movement. Opening and closing the point's giving us the little bit of movement there. So that means we can connect a coil up to that, and it will indeed fire. Next I've got to make some leads up. The dizzy cab is brand spanking new, it's never been in. All I've got is these bright yellow leads, but what I'll do is I'll slice up there, turn it over, and then wodge them in. That's what we want. Give it some of that. Jawohl. Wondering if this something's actually gonna be sound, because it doesn't look too clever, but we'll soon find out, won't we? It looks a bit Mickey Mouse, that son. This trolley's not enjoying this, is it? For getting it just set up, I'm just sticking all the old oil I've got in, which is a bit of everything. You're probably going to tell me off, but there's bits and pieces of everything. Look at that Magnatech. That's got to be good oil, hasn't it? Oh, Chris is here. Chris has the carburettor and he has the exhaust. How you doing? I haven't got any hobnobs yet, I'm afraid.
I've come to mark your homework, mate.
I've done it.
Excellent.
I've done it in the typical swamping style.
Excellent.
This is the trolley I've got from Bewley.
Yeah.
Thought it'd make a lovely engine stand.
That's a
And
masterpiece.
yeah, the wheels are gone already, you know. So we're at turning over. I've set up leads. You've got the...
I've got all the merchandise. I've got a carb, I've got exhaust manifold, I've got inlet manifold, gaskets, cuddly toy, fondue sets, his and hers matching bathrobes.
Didn't he do well?
Didn't he do well?
Didn't he do well? Also, Chris is having a bit of swamp space for a while, because you got something arriving today, haven't you?
It should be arriving in about half an hour, actually. Half an hour.
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, a bit of American engine action.
What's this?
Exhaust gasket material.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? What do you cut it with?
Tin snip.
So tell us through what you've been making.
Right,
here, Chris.
okay. One, got a carb, an SU carb.
What one's that?
It's an HS1, which is 1 1/8 pre-war style. If you want to see all about this, go to my channel, and I've got a video all about them, and a video be restoring this one. It was looked like it'd been dragged out the ditch. I put some new gaskets and cork seals in there this morning, 5 o'clock.
I was going to ask you about. I was going to ask you about what carb that was,
Yeah.
because I watched your video on that.
Did you?
The other day. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what SU stands for, though?
I don't know. How embarrassing. What?
It's Suffolk. Is it Suffolk? Suffolk Union.
Oh, shit.
It's something really simple. It's something
have
like
to redo
Suffolk
it.
Union. You're going to have to pull the video off, mate.
So, also we have this is the exhaust.
Look at him.
I've made that.
It's Sassaroo. Let's go and get her to say hello.
I was going to grab your bum.
You're going to say
but you
hello?
caught me. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
So Sass is doing Glastonbury. Unfortunately, I've decided not to go. I've done it so many years. I've completely had enough of it. Look at that.
So, new little exhaust
Stubby.
stub. I made a gasket for it. There's a coil.
Yeah, cool. I'll take it on. Right, now I've got this coil. I'm going to get a bracket. I'm going to take this elbow off, put him on there, and then get it so it's sparking. I've got some of these spark indicators, and they just spark up. They don't actually belong to me. They belong to my mate Martin, who's coming over soon. Oh, there's a lorry here. Got the bolts there. You ready to see this? The size of it, mate. All right, mate.
How you
doing, bro? I've been in rages, man. It's about time I saw you
I
again.
said to you I'd sight for you, didn't I? I had to dig it out last night.
Oh, was that us playing guitar? God, blimey, how long ago was that? Is that at a car show?
Yeah, that was Hay Island, one. The other.
Blimey.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mental, mate. Look at the size of that fucking monster. Look at that. As you can see by all these spark plugs. Can you tell us what this is, Chris?
Yeah, okay, so this is a 1948/49 American LaFrance V12 8.1 litre fire truck engine. It has 24 spark plugs, 2 distributors, 4 coils, 2 carbs.
Yeah, but look how small the carbs are for 8 litre.
I know, 8 litres, yeah. So, and I think I might put it in a car.
Good lad. A very tight V, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 45 degrees.
Has it got oil on it?
No idea.
Let's get it fired up this afternoon. I've known Steve for years and years and years. We used to get wild at the Victory Wheelers affairs. Now they reckon this engine weighs about 750 kilos apparently. Inside of it. Greg's here.
Hi, chaps.
Look. That's not mine, that's his. How are you feeling about this now, Chris, exactly?
I'm feeling positive.
Are you sure?
It might need a little tickle, might need a bit of WD-40.
I think we could get that going today.
Yeah, I'm not.
If we had 7 batteries.
Ready? Whoa! Right, don't push it this way.
Right, there you go. I don't think this is going to be a low flyer. You won't be able to see. Ideal, mate.
It's beauty.
I bequeath this tank to you.
Thank you, sir. Look. Alright, come over here. That's exactly where that's going. Big square tank on the back, I said. And there it is. Isn't it? I like the colour as well. Swamping around, swamping around. Yeah. 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 1, 2, 3. There you go, fucking beautiful. That'll do it there. Okay, so I've wired the coil in, and now we do indeed have a spark. So next is over to Chris. I don't know what Chris has been doing while I've been doing that. Hey, look at this. Thing going on over there. He's made some lovely little gaskets, look. Fair play to him. You too must have boxes like I've got here. These are all Imperial. I'm happy to have them though. I've connected the vacuum up, so we've got overhead cam vacuum sorted. These run on vacuum, these overhead cams. We're on fuel. Chris is off, and we've got this all set up now. We've got fuel lines going in. We've got the funky straight out exhaust. We've got the SU carb, which looks absolutely brand new. If you want to see Chris
sorting this carb out and making this manifold, pop over to the bracket factory later and you can see him making this. You saw the shabby bit of homework I did. Look, can I buy a gallon off you?
You can have it, mate.
I need a gallon.
Stop me for a cup of tea and a hot dog.
What about a trip to the pub in the Rat?
Yeah, definitely.
Fella up. Yeah.
What is it?
Is it out of gear? Ignition's on.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on a minute.
Something's leaking, isn't it?
Pissing out the bottom of this car.
That's right. That fired.
Yeah.
Oh!
Boom!
She fired, man. Right, we've got an exhaust now. So we'll get another go, shall we?
Yeah.
No way, man. That is as sweet as a nut, isn't it? You got another one? Yeah, it's coming out through these, I think. With the belly. Look at that. What'd you say?
Awesome.
Well, that's been a fun day. What we're going to do now is have a cup of tea, then we're going to pack up, and then we're going to go to the pub in the Rat, eh? All right, mate? This is what English pub sounds like.
Very low.
This is why I don't go to pubs. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. There's a puddle there. Okay, massive thanks to everyone who bought a t-shirt last time. Really appreciated. Sorry for any delay in some of the shirts last time. I did have supplier issues. But as of next week, t-shirts will be to order. That'll give you a wider colour range. And I'm going to be introducing some new designs like this one I'm wearing. So make sure you go and get your merch. Tip jar this week, massive thanks to Andrew Burns, John Galley, Adam Fraser, Sean Booth and our man Rangy Man. So I have some brilliant news about Rangy Man, Chris Blades. Chris and his childhood sweetheart, after 8 years of engagement, are going to be tying the knot. So I'm sure I speak for everyone in wishing you all the very best, mate. Cheers, brother.
Rangy Man!
Okay, so this is the Austin Big 7 engine. It's a 900cc engine and it's stuck. So I figure what I'm going to do is take the head off and have a butcher's inside and see what it says. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a boat anchor. Now, if it's at all rebuildable or usable, I'll use it. If not, what my plan will probably be is to make a wood burner out of it for the garage. But you're all hoping it's unsavable now. Well chuffed with that little Crosley engine. So much so that I've named him now. And his name is Bing. I've got no No expectations for this engine other than it being very, very rusty on the bores. It's still got its plugs in, so you never know. So to that. There it comes. There it goes. Oh. Not really rusty. I think what I'm going to do is blow all the shit out of there and then fill these pots up with some penetrating. Right, okay, so I'm going to make a concoction to put on top of the pistons, and the first thing I'm going to use is a bit of white spirit, because you know what it's like water. Then, because it's out, I'm going to put a bit of gear oil in there just for good measure. Or a little bit more gear oil in there, just for good measure, for lubrication. I just got to go and get some more. Fucking day. Right, what I've also got is this horrible stuff, this ATF. A little bit of that in there. This stuff's horrible. We'll have a bit of that in there. It's all looking very Alfa Ramsey at the moment. Right, just because, let's have a bit of 530 in there just to add a bit of texture. Just to top it off. A bit of brake and clutch cleaner. Oh, it looks very pink. That's what it's looking like. Looking very nice. I just need to stir it up. This is a tried and tested recipe. I've been doing this for about 30 seconds. But I'm gonna put that in here in a minute. I know what you're thinking, but you what? It's drinky time for you. What I'm doing is, I know this is all going to go in the sun, but it's going to be cleaning all that shit as well. But I'm putting enough in there that it's going to make its way down on its own. Look at the colour of it, it's eating away at everything in there. That is Eddie. Yeah, that's clean as a whistle, man. I think Eddie there is alright, we'll have to skim Eddie if it works. Right, as much as I want to play with that, I've just got to leave that now for... Okay, what I've done is I put this bolt on here, and then I'm using this, and I'm seeing if I can get it moving. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Right, now these are down the bottom here, look, you see they're right the way down. I'm gonna run the old honing tool on it. Oh, that feels good. Can't find any lip on that. Oh, them puppies. A3 standard. Oh, that's a standard bore. And that piston is super tight in there. Cheers is free, free as a birdie. Look at that. Look at it go. This engine also has a gearbox, and I'm going to have a butcher's at it because it goes side to side, but it's not moving forward and back. So I'm just going to whip the top off because there's only a few bolts and have a look what's going down in there. When I was a nipper, you know, really young, I used to take everything to bits. I used to love it. I get a new stereo or something for Christmas. Put Boxing Day be gone and I'll have the back off. I want to know what's going on. This kind of ain't gone away because I want to know what's going on in there. Ooh. It's all pretty clean. Don't look like that's been off for a while. That will look pretty sharp. Right, if I get a bit of screwdrivery with it, there we go, there's one. Okay. Right, I'll beat it backwards and forwards a couple of times. Put a couple of bolts in and see what happens. Oh, that's better. Ow, you bastard. In you go, sunshine. Yeah, that's alright. It's good. My plan at the moment is just get a few engines ready while I'm swamping around. Get a few engines ready and then what, Mush?
Hello, YouTube.
I never actually considered if this engine was going to be any good. My plan for it was to make a little wood burner out of it, to be completely honest, but I'm going to continue now. These valves are all stuck. I read a little bit online last night. Just out of inactivity, these tend to stick. I'm going to work at this little ending because I've never really worked on flatheads before. Not really. I don't think I ever have done. Only messing around trying to get them going, but I'm going to get into this. Yeah, swamping around. Well, I'm heading into the woods because I got a box of bits for that big 7 over here. See that fella? Look at him. He's coming over soon. Before that though, Mary Jane's coming back and I have a plan for Mary Jane. Here's the box. Well, there's a few bits actually. Another cylinder head. So that could be one to be modified, perhaps skimmed up a bit. There's this tiny weeny little steering box. Look at the size of it. Must be more of it somewhere. Pedals. Braking parts, but look at that. A few pistons and con rods. A bit more of the steering column. There's only one headlamp, so that's how many it's getting. So here's the Zenith card that comes off of it. So I had a lovely Father's Day yesterday. Well, I got this cup. This is my son's business and he had these done up for a bit of fun. Some good news from Tom and Georgia. You remember Georgia from the Beauty video? They're going to have a baby, which makes me going to be a fucking granddad. And it's the first one. So I'm really super excited about that. It all looks good. It's got all the jets in there. Look, it's got the sizes and all. And now I don't know if you can see in there. There's a 50 on that main jet. Don't know nothing about these carbs at all. But I like learning about carbs because carbs have always seemed like a black art to me. You sort of fiddle around with them not knowing exactly what's going on. Now the more I've been playing with Webers, the more I realise it's like Webers are so simple for jetting. Once you learn to read the results from the idle mixture, basically it's a choke and a butterfly, a float bowl and a jet. There's going to be no rocket science going on with this fella. But I think I'll get him cleaned up soon as. He's got his original air filter, which is quite funky. It sounds a bit hairy in there, but yes. It all feels good. And it's got this pull. This must be the solenoid as such. You just yank on that and it makes contact, but it's not making the contact. So I think that's where I need to go next and have a look what's going on in there. Alright, so looking at the way this runs, I think what you probably have to do is tap this shaft out. That releases what's ever going on down there. And I think it's going to be a brass contact, but I think it's going to be a hairy brass contact. Came out easy enough. Be careful, nothing flies off of it. Oh. Blimey, that come off easy. Over there, you look. So it just makes the contact between there and there.
Okay, I've got this spinning all right, but I've cleaned all of these up, as you can see. I think what it is, I think these have got too much wear on it, and this isn't making contact. So I need to either make an inlet manifold or get an inlet manifold. I think what I'm going to do is get an inlet manifold, get an original one, and then I can give this a start, because after all it's only compression, spark and fuel, and that's exactly, this has got compression. Making spark is easy and fuel's easy. Anyone got an Austin Big 7 manifold knocking about they want to flog? Give me a knock at oakswamprats@gmail.com. Cheers. This is quite a bit bigger than a normal Austin 7 engine. Like, this is 900 cc's, as a normal Austin 7 was 750. So it's got quite a bit more grunt. I think it's about 23 or 24 horsepower, which is quite a jump from an Austin 7. If anyone's got any knowledge on these, you know, on tuning this particular engine, please leave me a comment and let me know, because I think this one's going to be a runner. I have faith in this engine. I didn't when it was over in the woods. I had no faith in it. It was going to be a wood burner. What I was going to do was take the front off and put a window in here, you know, like a porthole, empty everything else out and just have little twig fires, have an ash pan out of the sump, out the exhaust, would have been the flue out, and the head would have got nice and hot. It's only for an hour. I might do another one actually. Remind me, and I'm going to build a wood burner out of an engine. I just need to find one that's worse than this. So this is Dude.
Hey guys, how you doing?
You already know Joe.
Join the band, they said. Fucking see the world.
Here's Ryan.
Fuck off!
I'm leaving that in. And here's Wes on drums. What I got to tell you about these two, Wes and Ryan are South African, so they're just out of the bush. And you'll probably notice this in the music. You'll definitely notice it in the music. If you follow the Rat series, you'll remember this guitar. This is made of billet alley, and it weighs a bloody ton. Have you weighed this, Joe?
No, actually.
Look, the neck's even billet. This is ridiculous, but it is a lump. And can Joe play it? Right, so the boys are gonna have a go. They're gonna be miming. Ryan's grew some muscles in the meantime.
I went on holiday to try to get away, to soak up all the sun and have all of the fun.
Take your rubber off and play drums. So what are you doing now then, Joe? What are you wearing?
This is me in my natural form. What do you mean?
Oh, come on, man. The giraffe mask will fucking work a treat with that.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah,
Oh my god, it fucking stinks.
Oh yeah, you look lovely, Joe. Let's see with the hair coming out the back.
Come on, you got to drop
yeah,
the button.
man.
Ooh, tickly tongue.
Let me split it open for you.
You're having a giraffe mush, aren't you? As he is. You look like a Shrek, look. Shrek's in the woods.
You need to run out of the fucking woods with that shit on.
Oh, you love that dude, don't you?
You fucking love it, don't you, you slap? You like it, don't you?
Oh, it's lovely.
I'll even throw in a giraffe. This is. When do I need to record this thing?
In a minute, we're just trying it. Yeah, hang on then. Yeah, let's go with that then, Brian. Hang on.
Was I just practicing on
get
that one? All right, I'm going to be grumpy. Not
Go for
making
it.
me go out here at this time of the day. Right, so I pulled Julian out, and the shot is I'm going to be driving up the road and picking them up from a mock bus stop because they're going on holiday.
Got a cultivate.
Well, we don't really have a cultivator, we've got a cultivator and then guitar.
It's just guitar intro and then it's you.
Right.
Not in the way of the shop with the door open. Come on.
Just waiting for Ben to get out of the shot. Keep going, Ben. Keep going. Keep going.
Little more bang.
Ready? All right. Action. This is Ben. He's brought some wine.
I'll go and get.
You ever heard the Cadillac 3?
Yeah, I've seen him, man. Right, as I live next to the sea, and we got a beach down the bottom of the garden, the boys are taking the Canadian canoe out, which is going to be interesting. A little bit moody up there, but they're getting the kit off.
Put up for him.
The evolution of the metal guitarist. Go! So we brought the canoe down, and the boys are going to go and do some shooting out on that. Here they go, off you go, boys. You got to start the drums, Wes. Yay! What's going on there, Joe? You're bleeding, mate.
Ironically, that couldn't have gone any better.
Let's have a look. Hey. So, was that worth it then, Joe?
Fucking join a band, go on holiday, fucking have all the fun in the fucking world, yippee. That's fucking good, I loved it.
If you make me your man, won't leave nowhere I will live, 'cause I take care of you, and we'll be back here for the new color photographs, browsing arts and crafts, alcohol and lust, I'll even throw in a giraffe.
This is how we've ended up, haven't we?
Okay folks, that's where we're going to end it this time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment. If you're not subscribed at this point, make sure you do that as well. And don't forget to buy yourself a t-shirt. Anyway, massive thanks to Kamikaze Test Pilots for letting me be part of their video and having a massive fun day with them. And massive thanks to you for watching. I'll catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
hello.
true, yeah.
Don't know, I like taking too much. Go on, walk in here, you hairy fucker.
Watch your lads, welcome. No, not lads. Watch your folks, welcome to Oak Swamp. And the first. Yeah. Watch your lads, fucking folks, you prick. it's the folks things fucking me up. Also, I attack an Austin Big 10-7, you prick. But I'm sure I speak for everyone. Chris, and wish you in wishing. But I'm sure I speak for everyone in wishing you all the very best. So I'm. Oh, come on, Andrew, you fucking dimwit.
Right, Joe having a go at starting Julian.
Failing me.
This is always amusing. Don't forget to pull out, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Come on.
Quit fucking around.
Ready?
Yeah, no, pull it down.
Oh, it nearly bit me.